So I had been living in my building for 12 years. So they asked me to move out within 2 weeks, and I was like, 2 weeks?
I'm sorry, were you behind on rent?
No.
Okay, so who asked you to move out?
The landlords, because they have to renew the floor plan in the building to make it up to code, because it was
Okay,
not,
so you were asked to move out for how long?
They said 6 months.
Okay. And
then,
what happens?
I found out the owner actually forged my signature of me selling my rental rights for $10.
Was selling your what?
My rental rights. I have rent stabilization rights for life.
For life?
So I was able to sign on to this back in 2008, and so I'm protected tenant, and so I have rent stabilization.
So your rent never goes up, or it doesn't go up more than a certain amount?
It goes in certain increments.
Okay.
And so I called the law board, and they said, yeah, you're in the system. We see your name. You're protected. You have the right to go back. You have rent stabilization. And I said, okay, great. Then if you do that, if you say that, then I'll move out, and I'll let them do the work. And then they asked for the key to my apartment, and they said they're supposed to give me a check for $10 for the key.
So why are you guys selling your rights for $10?
They're not. The landlords are forging people's signatures.
Forging people's signature?
Yes.
Well, okay, so for reasons completely bizarre to me, you find yourself homeless.
Yes.
And what happened?
And then so my neighbor Felipe, he advised me that Marceau was also in this fight. He started a tenant association. Marceau is part of the tenant association with us, and he said, "Look, Marceau's living in an 8-bedroom apartment by himself."
There.
I moved my stuff into his apartment, and then I put a lock on one of the doors. I had 3 bedrooms of my things.
Okay, who gave you the right to take over 3 bedrooms in his place?
When I moved in, he told me I can have 3 bedrooms.
Okay.
Came in, and then the door that had the lock was open. And I was like, why did you go in my room? Like, why you? And then, so it looked like he didn't touch any of my things, but I was like, look, I don't feel comfortable with you going in my stuff.
Then get your stuff out of there.
I didn't have time. I was working 2 jobs.
Working 2 jobs? Why couldn't you just pay rent then?
I could pay rent. It's not about paying rent. He's on rent strike. He's still not paying rent.
Now I'm putting rent in escrow, advised by my lawyer for the tenant association.
Yeah, that's what you got to do. But anyway, all right, so go on.
So anyway, and then I was like, look, just don't touch my things. Don't go in my room, please. Like, I'm going to work right now. So the next time I came back, he had locked my bedroom door. I went in the apartment. I was like, why are you locking me? Why are you going in my room? Why are you locking me out? He said, oh, because you left the door unlocked. And I didn't know why you left the door unlocked for 2 days, and so I locked it. I said, the door wasn't unlocked. Like, why are you even going in my room? And he says, look, you need to consolidate your things into 2 rooms. I said, look, I don't have time. Like, I have to go to work again right now. Like, his friend was moving some of my things, and they broke like a marble tabletop that's like really expensive. I was like, look, just stop moving my things. Don't touch my things. Like,
did you witness that?
Yes.
Okay, and while they're moving it, what do you say?
He said, oh, sorry, I didn't know, sorry. And I was like, why are you even touching my stuff? Like, don't touch my things.
When did the table break?
I think that was the 4th, maybe.
Okay, do you have pictures of it?
I don't. I have pictures of everything else, though.
Okay, so go on. What else happens?
And then so we go in, and the house is a complete wreck. And
what do you mean by that?
I have video. I have pictures.
Okay. Was this video taken at the time that the place was a complete wreck that you're talking about? All right. Let's see.
So his dog pees and poos all over the house, and this is how he lives. So he'd gone through my room and taken things out, and my stuff is scattered all over the apartment. My coffee table is there with all kinds of junk and drinks on it and drugs. There's a stolen city bike. Everything, my room is, everything.
This is not your room, this is my apartment, man. I offer you a place to sleep. And you threatened with a knife, Rico? Okay.
So he had...
Just a second.
Because you threatened me with, you assaulted me, you're trying to assault me with a knife. You're trying to assault me with a knife.
You're selling drugs out of here.
I'm not selling any drugs.
Yeah, call him. Call him right now.
That's not have to be out today, man. Today. I'll put it out myself because I called Felipe.
So
wow.
that was after. So he had threatened to put my stuff on the street without me, and I had to go to work.
Where is this located?
Brooklyn, New York.
Okay. What part?
Williamsburg.
Of course. All right. So.
And so he broke into the room again. He took my things out, and he took the things out of the first room, and he stuffed it into the second room and the third room. And then there was he stuffed the city bike, and he threw all kinds of stuff just piled up.
Where are you living right now?
I have a new place with a friend right now.
Okay. What happened with a knife? I'm asking you first because that's your counterclaim.
Listen.
Where do the problems begin?
So, And you see the text here. I'm like, you cannot have 3 rooms, man. There's extra storage on top of the bathroom if you need more storage because you have 12 years worth of stuff. But you can't try to commandeer my apartment.
Yeah, I heard you. And then what does he say?
And then he says, "Oh, I'll try to." And then days goes by, he's not doing it. So he changed my lock. So I unchanged the lock and I moved it myself, and I broke a lamp. So.
And that's the lamp I saw in the video?
Yes.
Okay.
He comes home the next day, and he's like, "You touched my stuff, man. You broke my lamp. He's like, I have this lamp for it." And he pulls out a blade out of his pocket, a 5-inch blade, and puts it to my neck. I'm like, "What the hell, man?"
Is what I would expect.
I did. I filed a report.
Okay, let me see your police report.
So I don't have the report on me. I just have the report number because I called them and they said I have to get it in the mail, and it's going to take.
Let me ask you a question, all right? Where do you come off thinking that you have as much of a right to the place as he does?
Because Felipe was our attorney.
Who died to make Felipe
so can you, Your Honor?
Where is Felipe right now?
He's in work. He sent an affidavit of this testimony.
Okay.
We have a case where in Williamsburg, Brooklyn, they laughed. I think it's probably because that's the bad area. I don't know how someone could move in. I know it was an emergency, but that situation, red flag. Now, he is a little hard. He has a beard, piercings. The other guy, he looks like trouble. I could never live with roommates who would go through my stuff, take it around the house. He probably was drunk and just on something. I don't know why anyone would want to invade someone's privacy like that unless they're looking to sell and get money for some odds and ends, maybe steal some cash, right? Let's go back.
Where is all your stuff and you now?
So now it's in 2 different storages, and
Okay, but you got all your stuff out of there.
I did.
Okay, so now
So
I'm going to need you to show me the evidence of $5,000 because you're the one making the claim. So I need to see $5,000 worth of broken evidence.
So it was not just breaking my things. When he locked me out of the house, I was there for another few hours changing the locks and organizing, and then I didn't realize I parked illegally and I got the car towed.
Parking tickets suck. Speeding tickets. I mean, if you're in a major city, every street is permitted. A lot of people don't get, like, in suburban cities, you can park wherever. You don't have to care where, how long. Los Angeles, West Hollywood, no streets. And if there is a street, it's full. And driving around, people hit cars on the side of the street. It is a luxury having a driveway, parking garage. I mean, anyways.
Dollar of your lawsuit. Show me
Yes.
something that
Okay.
you want
Here's-
me
here's-
to order him to pay and why. Let's.
And then Felipe made an agreement that I wasn't going to call the police on him, and he wasn't going to call the police on me, and we were going to remove my things on that Friday, which was the 7th of September. And then so the 7th of September, I took the day off of work. Felipe took the day off of work. I rented a U-Haul. I rented a storage space. We go to Marceau's house, and then he denies us access, and he leaves the apartment. And so he texts Felipe saying he needs to go to the hospital. And so we're waiting around all day long. He doesn't return until 7 p.m. So that was a $350 day that I missed out because I took the day off of work. That's one. So we didn't get to move out my things until 8 p.m. My storage closed at 9. So I wasn't able to move anything out of my truck. So I had to rent another truck, was another $170. And then I had to get another storage space. And then so that's another $575.
Why would he pay for your storage space?
If I had the whole day, then I would have had time to put my things in one storage space. But I didn't have time because he only gave me less than an hour to get my things out. It was his fault that he didn't stand up to agreement that we agreed I would remove my things at 10 a.m. on Friday, it's September 7th.
Was anything broken besides the lamp?
Yes, my dresser.
Okay, show me the proof that
all the
things-
pictures are there. You have all the
Okay,
pictures.
but what I want you to do is pull out of these 50 pictures what's broken. Okay, and let's go over it one by one.
Okay, so this is one of the lamps.
Okay,
so he
that
said,
I know about, the lamp.
Yes, exactly. So he said it was all because of this lamp. which is not true. It's much more. So this is
Good. That's what I want to see, the much more.
this is an antique dresser that was given to me. It's like a $600. It's an antique. It's completely broken.
Do you have any proof of the value of what you're calling an antique dresser?
No, I don't. Just from my friend, what my friend told me that he paid for it and gave it to me.
Okay.
And then, so this is him throwing all my stuff in the room.
Okay.
Just really, literally
That's
throwing
not
it in
him
there.
throwing all the stuff in the room. That's just a picture of stuff in a room.
No, because I had placed everything nicely.
Yeah. And then you don't have proof of the second truck, which is what I need. He again denied us access. At this point, out of options, we called the police for the first time.
He left to go get a beer. He said he needed
To
a
go
beer.
drinking with a friend in Manhattan.
Not having your papers proving your case as evidence is literally the number one thing to put against your complaint. I mean, if you're going to be in court and provide value to something that happened, you have to have the proof. If there was no proof, it's hearsay. Someone said something, this was said, this cost that much. It's, how do you prove that? That is like, he is not going to be able to get that money for the second storage unit and the truck rental for the next day. Let's see.
Despite knowing that I called the police because we needed to remove his property. The officers we spoke to earlier weren't available. They gained access to Marceau. What time of the morning is this? This is
It's like
happening.
1 in the morning.
1:30.
He immediately started to say he would only authorize access to the 2 rooms. Marceau was required to allow Ricardo to look in his rooms, and of course, Ricardo found his property in all the remaining rooms. Your counterclaim against him
Yes.
is for stabbing, hospital bills, and anxiety.
Yes.
Okay, you're suing him for your anxiety.
I had a huge anxiety attack. I couldn't go to work. I lost my job.
Do you have any proof of that?
Yeah. I went to the hospital.
Don't show me a hospital bill again. Do you have proof of a huge anxiety attack on
Yes, I
this
have.
day? Yes or no?
I don't have a doctor's report.
Okay, all right. But I take it that that's where you were when they were trying to move out? At the
yeah,
hospital?
I had a small anxiety attack.
2 weeks later, you get arrested. Do you have a lawyer in that case?
I do.
Okay. How did you file that case? Did you have to go to the district attorney's office to file it, or did you go to the police?
I went to the police, so I called
What
them
day did you go to the police?
the day after.
Okay, and
In
then
Brooklyn.
how did you contact the district attorney?
I didn't contact the district attorney. So they said, is he around? I was like, I don't know where he is. He left. I haven't seen him. It's like, well, we can't do anything if he's not there. If he's there, call us back.
And then what happened?
Then when he was doing his bike, I saw him, and I was like, 'cause I filed a restraining order, too, in the Supreme Court.
May I see the documents of the restraining order?
I don't have the
I'm done. We're done. All right.
Well,
So
what
we're done. On your counterclaim against him, my verdict is 0. On your claim against him for $5,000 of broken items, towing charges, and U-Haul, no. A lot of that is your responsibility. Now, stuff he broke, he pays for. Inconveniencing you that day, he pays for. So I am going to order him to pay you $500, which should include even that second U-Haul in it, because I consider that an act of hostility that he thought would have no consequences, and I think should. Verdict for the plaintiff.
This case ended for both of them. They did not have receipts. The value of furniture, I mean, how long would someone keep a receipt for something? I mean, I don't have any receipts. They're gifts, replacing it, stuff might be old, makeshift stuff and antiques. How do you value that? If it is really old and it was a gift from somebody, you can't prove that it's worth anything, even as a valuable high-end old piece of furniture. So, the guy working at a hospital, going to the hospital, losing his job, he did not have any right to ruin and use his stuff, like his shorts, taking a credit card out of the pocket because he had worn them. That is some weird shit. People like other people's stuff. They want to use what they don't have a new style. You're wearing someone else's style. Shorts are shorts, but if it's someone else's, it's more valuable to you because you didn't pay for it. Now, the other guy, questionable decisions. they both did not show up on the agreed date, and the move out did not happen as scheduled. They had to bring the police in. This is a highly dangerous situation when you're living with someone and you don't really know them, and you're closing your eyes at night and they have access to your rooms, or even coming in, busting in, and putting a knife up your throat. I don't think that the violence happened between that guy. He could have been like, yo, there's a scar. I have a scar right here. Like, he had nothing, no pictures. This case was full of flaws. Let me know what you guys think and comment and subscribe for more.